Hi, Danny here at Beasley. We're going to demonstrate the pool table, how to bore a door and put an insert in a door. Okay, so first of all, when we're loading the door here onto the tilt table, it says hinge side. So the hinge side of the door, no matter what the size is, always has to go to this side because it's going to be bored on this side. So once we've determined that, we come right here to this pedal. So the door goes down, nice and slow. Putting the door in. And then we're coming down to our stop here. We have one DeSmart single bore and insert cutout. So we're going to start with that one. And then the machine is already on. So we're going to push door clamp. But one pause that I forgot, one important thing, safety glasses. And Danny's back with safety glasses, very important. Okay, now, once we have the door clamped up in place, we have the correct size. I should have before mentioned that. We have our standard sizes that are located where those yellow marks are for 3.0, which is the furthest one away, and 2.8, which is the one closest to the operator side of the table. Those are our two most common sizes, 3.0 and 2.8. Now again, we have the door clamped up so it's ready to bore. And now in order to bore, we have this template right here where it says lock template. And what that's going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see it. Once I engage that, it's going to put the lock template in place. You can also call it a bore template. And then after that, we're going to move where the bore in the center of the hole there. And we're going to lock it down in place right here. This locks the machine from going side to side or long ways. So both of those are locked down in place. You can't move. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So 1, that's the template that goes down. 2 starts the machining head. And 3 is the bore, the bit going through the door in order to bore it. Once you get to that point, then I'm going to move this, which is going to allow us to come this way. And then I move the other one, so we can go in a circle. I went around a couple of times to make sure that it got all the rough edges. Then I'm going to reverse this process. 3, 2, 1. That stops that. Next we want to use our air blower to blow all the debris out of the way. And the next thing, we're going to start right here where it says latch drill. So that starts the drill that's going to come in. And then we're going to do edge prep. And that's going to mortise out the edge of the door for the part of the lock plate. now for the edge prep. So again, we want to make sure all the debris is off of the door. Okay, we'll lower that. Now, if you were going, that was a single bore. If you were going to do a double bore, you would unclamp that releases the door. Then you would come to the next stop, which is this one right here, this marked double bore. And we have 2 stops for a 6/8 door and 2 stops for an 8/0 door. Same positions, the single bore is at the top, the double bore is at the bottom. Now, in this situation, we're not going to double bore it because you've seen how the bore process works. So then the next step in this would be to put an insert in the door. The door comes out of the machine only one way, and then we can turn this table like so. Then here, this process would be where we would have to determine whether the door is a right hand or a left hand. Now in this case, just for demonstration purposes, this door, if we were to put an insert on the table, the insert would be here like this, always with the outside facing down and the screw side facing up. So in this case, even though this is not actually the correct size insert, but just for demonstration purposes, this door would be a right-hand door. And you say, well, how do you know which way is right hand? Because this is the outside, the screws are to the inside, and the door is going to swing to my right. And it's also labeled here as well. Insert or hinges here, and same for left hand as well. If anyone were to come over here and do this to help out and those types of things. And then we have a button here that says, the buttons that say up and down. That's what will lift the insert up to the door. The insert would be like that, but of course, obviously it would be the correct size insert. And then we would put the inside frame on, like such, and use the appropriate screws. We have the regular insert screws here, and then we have the pointed insert screws. You might say, okay, well, what's the difference? These obviously have a point, and some inserts, they don't have a pre-drilled hole, so this is kind of like a self-tapping screw, if you will, for that purpose. So then we would put the insert in the door, and then after the insert is put in the door will be flipped over, and then we have pre-assembled frames, and we number the doors accordingly to the work order, and we go and match the door up with the frame, put the frame on the door, close it, and it goes down the line, and it tilts up to go on the cart to be processed and shipped out.